Don't slip on the trail. Tempo, tempo. Can you keep up with my tempo? Tempo. Yeah, yeah, blowing up, C4. I just hit the Mike Jackson on my tiptoes. Oh yeah, I know we go wherever that wind blows. The endo. Don't slip on the trail. Don't slip on the trail. High key, I know. I send all of my rap foes like they my tadpoles. Yeah, yeah. Blowing up, C4. I just had to go crack now on my Depot. Yeah, yeah, that Draco bustin' like free throws. I do not miss no shots, I got the cheat code. That's why I never lose. They can't predict my moves. I'm way too smooth, yeah. I just caught a groove, yeah. This right here, that Charizard, the fire in the booth, yeah. Had to go right back to it, yeah. If you ain't talking about money, please save your breath, don't bring it up to me, yeah. I pull up in that stunt like a 007 James Bond type movie, yeah. Hey, don't slip on the trip, no, 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 no. Don't slip on the trip, don't slip on the, don't slip on the. Don't slip on the trail. Tempo, tempo. You keep up with my tempo, tempo.
Hey folks, thanks so much for tuning in today. You are with me live, and if you are, go ahead and put in comments #live. If you happen to be watching the replay, go ahead and put in #replay. Go ahead and give me a like, thumbs up, all that kind of great stuff. With that, hey, what's up, Amit? Glad to have you here. Let's see here. I got a LinkedIn user. I didn't know I was logged in on LinkedIn here today. Ayato, glad to have you in here with me, my friend. Thanks so much for being here with me. I'm just double checking on my LinkedIn channel just to make sure. I'm just wondering what in the world is going on with that. Okay, so I'm not. All right. Hey, what's up, Jay? Glad to have you here. Look, we're going to be digging in a little bit here to Adobe Audition, so let's talk about it. All right, everyone. Look, I don't even know. Let's see. I got my second COVID shot coming up next, actually on tomorrow. So I'm wondering if I'm going to be here on Thursday or not, depending on what happens with this second COVID shot. So you can never tell. So keep me in your prayers on that one, most definitely. But look, there are, a lot of different DWs that are out there, right? A lot of different DAWs. I'm wondering why this is acting weird. I hate when things act weird, but it's acting weird. But anyway, because you can't see my comments over here on this side. So I'm just wondering why that is the way that it is. And let's just see if that makes any changes. All right, we'll see. Go ahead and put some comments in there. Let me see. But anyway, a lot of different DAWs that are out there, right? I'm a lover of Adobe Audition. Absolutely love Adobe Audition. I've been using it over a decade now. I've used other DAWs as well, but Adobe Audition is, for me, it's the go-to thing. Some people don't like subscription-based stuff, right? I think Adobe Audition is like $20 a month, but for that $20 a month, you're getting all the updates instantaneously. You don't have to go back and rebuy stuff. And a lot of different softwares are going to a subscription-based type of thing as well. So I just happen to love it. So I want to dive in here a bit. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you. In the comments section, just let me know that you can definitely see. Well, yeah, it looks like you can see my Adobe Audition screen up. So this is all good. So what we're going to do, I'm going to dive into the couple of the features of Adobe Audition that I actually just love. Just love these features inside of Adobe Audition. So what I normally do is when I come in and I want to do something or record, I go to a multi-track session. So we're just going to say live stream test, and let's see where we might want to put it. We'll just put it here, and boom. Okay, so here we are. Now, inside of Adobe Audition, you're going to be recording on, if you're doing a multi-track, you're going to be recording on this top track. So what you want to do is you want to select your interface that you're going to be using, which I just did. You want to make sure you hit the record button. So now you can see my levels are jumping. So it is ready to record. So what I'm going to do, I guess I'll just make up a little commercial here and just record it. Pepsi is America's choice. It is so tasty. Can't you just feel the coolness right now by drinking this nice, cool Pepsi? All right, so we did that, right? Kind of impromptu. And what you can do inside of Adobe Audition, once you record that track, you can actually go into the track and look at some things. So my noise floor is pretty cool and all of that. So we're good on that. And then you can even play it back. Pepsi is America's choice. It is so tasty. Can't you just feel the coolness right now by drinking this nice, cool Pepsi? Can't you feel it? All right. So now what we want to do, and I want to go back to the full session. One of the things that I love about Adobe Audition is this, and I'm going to go grab something here. I'm going to go to my royalty-free music at Epidemic Sound, and you can actually find this in the link for this video as well. This is where I get all of my royalty-free music from at this point. So let's just say we want to look at some genres. I'll just pick, I don't know. Let's just pick mainstream hip hop, right? And so then we want it to be kind of happy with that, right? So what does this sound like? Okay, that might be a good music track. So let's just go ahead and download this. And it's going to ask me where I want to save it. And this is called, okay, save. Now we're going to go back over to Adobe Audition. And what we want to do, I'm just going to right click and I'm going to import that track. And I want you to see something really cool here that's going to go on with this. Acting kind of slow today. Let's go. For some reason, well, let's cancel that out. There it is. Let's try this again. Import. And we're going to go here. And we're going to go and grab this one, which we just came in. And we're going to just drag that over and import it into here. Now what I want you to notice, and this is something definitely to notice, right? So obviously that music track is a lot longer than the commercial, right? So let's just say we're trying to make a certain length of a commercial. We'll just call it 25 seconds, right? And what normally happens, and I might make it a little bit longer than that. What normally happens when you import music into your files, you kind of just come over and you just kind of make it the length you want it. And then you kind of do some roll off like that, right? That's kind of what you normally do. That's not what we're going to do here at all. So we're going to take this whole thing. First, we're going to click on my voice and we're going to click on this dialog button here. And that's because we want to mark this as dialogue. It is dialogue. So now this obviously is music. And you want to turn ducking on because you don't want the music to overpower the voice. And then also, when you look at the duration, this is a big selling point. We want to remix this, not stretch it. We want to remix it. The reason why we want to remix it is because I can just drag this down and make it about 27 seconds. And it literally remixed the whole song just now that you saw so that it begins and ends appropriately. Let's see if we can get a little bit lower. Let's see if we can go 25 seconds. Okay, it's going to stay there. So basically, if you want to record a 30-second commercial, this would have worked perfectly. But now what can happen is you can actually, and let me just go back to my screen setting here real quick. And I want the sound effects up so that you can hear. System audio is up. Cool. Go back over here. Now, what's going to happen, you can see right in here that this is ducked down. I don't know if you can see that or not on that line, but I'm dragging my mouse across. It ducks down under my voice, and then it comes back up, and then it ends out. So let's take a listen and see what this sounds like. Pepsi is America's choice. It is so tasty. Can't you just feel the coolness right now by drinking this nice, cool Pepsi? All right, you see how it just ducked down right under my voice? It just ducked completely under my voice and it ended in 28 seconds, 28.394 seconds. You don't have to worry with Adobe Audition about figuring out how to cut it off. It'll end exactly how you want it to end when you use that remix feature. Could everybody hear that? Just put in comments. I want to know if everybody could actually hear what it was that I was just doing with that. Just put in comments there. I should be able to see. And we'll hit no here. Okay. And let me just go back and I want to see your comments here to make sure. I can't hear playbacks at all. Okay. Alrighty then. Then this is what I will do. So that if you didn't hear the playback, then this is real easy for me to do, especially with the software that I'm using. What I'm going to do before I do this, well, I'll do it after. Let me just go ahead and file export this. And it's going to be a let me show you how to do this because someone may actually want to see how to do this. So let's do the screen share again. And let's go back to Adobe Audition. No. And so what you want to do is file, export, multi-track, entire session. And this will just go, I'll put this someplace quick where I can find it. And there. So it's sending that out. I haven't done any like additional editing on my voice or added any compression or anything like that because I really just want you to be able to see and hear this. So we'll go back over here and then we'll go back to my main cam and then I can open up the live stream section here. Live stream test mix. All right, so this is what it sounds like. Pepsi is America's choice. It is so tasty. Can't you just feel the coolness right now by drinking this nice, cool Pepsi? All right, so ended perfectly, right? You see how it dipped down under my voice while you were listening to that? Now, obviously, I can go back on and put in some compression and some things of that nature. So why don't we just do that? And you can kind of see. Did this end out? Okay. All right. I'm still on. looked like something weirded out on me here. Oh, because someone's calling me on FaceTime. My daughter's calling me on FaceTime. That's why we're getting this here. Let's decline this here. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Back to Adobe Audition. All right. So let's put a little compression and stuff like that on the voice. So basically, I'll just highlight this and let's look at some effects. Some wave effects. Let's just use the CLA vocals on this. It's one of the plugins I love. It's from Waves. With that, I'm going to take a listen here, see what that sounds like. Pepsi is America's choice. It is so tasty. Can't you just feel the coolness right now by drinking this? All right, so we're going to apply that compression, and there we go. So you'll be able to hear. I'm not going to take out any breaths or anything with that, and then we'll go back to the main thing here, and then we'll go ahead and we will export the multi-track session, entire session, and we'll just call this, we'll call this 2. And going to the same place, okay. Now that's all in there. Now we can come back and you can kind of hear what it sounds like with some compression added onto it. That's not the one. So let's go grab the one that it is. And here it is here. Boom. Take a listen to this one. Pepsi is America's choice. It is so tasty. Can't you just feel the coolness right now by drinking this nice, cool Pepsi? All right. So that sounded a little better. Just added a bit of compression. Normally, obviously, if I'm doing voiceover, I would do a little bit more with that. But this one feature of being able to tell Adobe Audition you want to remix it and make it a certain length is priceless. It's gold. I'm open up for questions right now. If you've got questions, let me see where we are. With that, yeah, thanks, Ayato. Yeah, it remixes so well. Who in here right now actually uses Adobe Audition? Is there anyone in here right now that actually uses Adobe Audition for what it is that they do, as far as the DAW goes, or even put in what you're using as a DAW as well? Because when you're looking at features of a DAW, I mean, obviously, depending on the genre you're working in, Ayato says he does. Okay, so you use Adobe Audition. Awesome, amazing. Now, a lot of different features in different DAWs. This one for me was like a game changer when it came out. I think it was about 3 years ago when it came out. And the other features of being able to add in your whatever it is you want to add in, whether it's Waves plugins or whatever. I love what you see. I have a bunch of Waves plugins that I use, and I have some go-tos that I'm always using as well. What's your favorite plugin that you're using? I mean, I love the debreather that actually takes out the breaths on that. I love some of the stuff that I can do with compression, with like what I showed you already with what I did with that little impromptu commercial that I made. But when you're looking at a DAW, I guess since I've used Adobe Audition for so long at this point, yeah, NS1 is amazing as well. That noise reduction for NS1 is just a slider, and you just drag that puppy where you need it to take out that background noise is utterly amazing. When you look at the ease of use of any DAW, because people will ask me all the time, what's the best DAW to use? I always say the one you know. The one you know is the best one to use because your workflow goes just that much faster. Because I've always been an Adobe Audition user, even before it was called Adobe Audition, I've just become acclimated to all the things that are in it. But yes, when Adobe purchased it and added on all this functionality and added on all the features, that was another learning curve that I did have to go through, but it was super quick for me. One, because I had to learn it and go through it. And so when you're looking at your DAW for the voiceover work that you do, you don't need to get fancy and complicated. You really don't. For the majority of us, all we need to concern ourselves with is noise reduction, especially if you're not using something like I'm using, like a DBX 286S, which takes out noise, adds compression, all that other kind of stuff. But all you need to understand how to do is take out background noise. You need to understand compression. You need to understand EQ. That's pretty much it. Removing background noise, EQ, compression. Now, a lot of different plugins you can use for this and use for that, but whatever DAW you're using, even though I just showed you a real quick trip on Adobe Audition, it may not be a reason for you to switch, right? It may not be a reason for you to even consider making a switch to Adobe Audition if you're already using something else. Because as I said before, the best DAW for you to use is the one that you know. That's flat out, period. And that's all I've got to say about that. So look, I want to thank everyone for tuning in with me today. Make sure you check out the links in the description. Got a lot there. Make sure you check out stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. I was saying, do you think cicadas will be an issue for us this year? Heard they're going. I have no idea. No idea. Sorry on that one. But hey, you have a great day too. Make sure you check out stepstovoiceoversuccess.com because you want to make sure, if you're not a member of our free Facebook group, that you do join. Link is in the description for all of that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully. You take care. Bye now.